Stand by to initiate release sequencer. On my mark. 5.
We're on express elevator to hell. Going down.
2. 1. Mark.
Let's rock!
Ooh, welcome back to the Resupply with me, Guy Next Door, bringing you your very much solo double tap of all things Space Marines and Laserforce. Hi, kids. It's nice to see you. I thought I would jump onto. I feel like I need some background music. Maybe we add a little background music for a change. Who cares? Whatever. I thought I'd jump on today. We were unsure about whether or not we were going to do a show today. Hence the reason why my co-hosts are not here. And that's okay because they're old. They need their sleep. So I thought I'd jump on very quick. We'll do a quick show today in preparation for the imminent Laserforce Space Marines Internationals 2026. I'm very excited. I fly out. Yeah, I know, a bunch of bums, right? Useless. It's not like they got anything better to do, like play pinball or watch football or something. They're holding you back. I should ask Dan to come on the show. She's a great co-host. I wanted to do a show because Nats is like just around the corner. There's just over a week until we start. I think like a week before practice starts. At least a week before Armageddon starts. I know that. So yeah, I wanted to come on and talk about a few things and just give some thank yous, because obviously for those of you in the know, we did a charity stream last week. It was a bunch of fun, and I want to talk about it real quick while it's still kind of fresh in the memories. So thanks for jumping on and you know, hearing me talk for a little while. I'll give you guys some updates, some housekeeping stuff for Nats, let you know about what's kind of been put in the works for this year's stream. I set that. Actually, we'll get to that. First things first. It was what I think I fly out in like 5 days. Oh my god, yes! I'm so excited to see a bunch of you in person, and you know, just be around the crew again, because I love being around you guys. It's great. All right, well, let's kind of we'll touch on what happened last week. So we did a charity stream last week. We've done charity streams in the past. In fact, I made this little graphic here. Where's the graphic? Bring this graphic up. This is screenshots from kind of the ends of the 4 charity streams that we've done, and like the totals in those from those streams just absolutely blow my mind. It's crazy. Thanks to you guys, like the community as a whole, we've actually raised over 40,000 New Zealand dollars, but still $40,000 for charities, which blows my mind. That's an insane amount of money for a community. So yeah, $5 Australian, so $2.50 US, but still, that's a ridiculous amount of money to raise from a community that's really like what, 100 people, couple hundred people strong. That's wild. So thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who donated. We raised $8,250 for MND New Zealand. MND being ALS, I think, for you North Americans. And yeah, it's a charity that kind of is near and dear to our hearts here. We've got a friend sort of going through the wars at the moment. So yeah, thank you to everyone who donated money. It's very, very kind of you. Yeah, you should all feel very proud of yourselves. I'm proud of you. I also wanted to give a massive shout out to everyone who was involved in the stream. My lovely wife Dan, Blueson, Gray, everyone who joined us for the games. The games were really fun. Anyone who donated throughout the day, especially those who claimed the Pounamu that I made. If you won a prize, as some of you did, or you purchased a Pounamu from me, one of these bad boys, I have packaged everything and will be looking to ship everything on Monday to you. So you hopefully it'll arrive next week, if not the week after. And yeah, speaking of prizes, massive shout out to our friend Fran from Fantasy Island. She actually a week out from the stream, she actually hit me up, was like, hey, I've got a box of stuff that I've made, like kitschy collectible stuff, stuff like this, cool little badges and whatnot. Fantasy Island is her business name in hats. There we go. If you like cool geeky stuff, kitschy stuff, go follow her on Instagram, because she makes really cool stuff. But she essentially dropped off a massive box of prizes and was like, hey, these are giveaways for the stream if it helps. So yeah, if you want a prize, Noto, you got your Pounamu already. Hopefully it's a welcome addition to your daily attire. I don't know if you can wear it every day, but I hope you dig it, dude. Yeah, so thank you to her, and yeah, just everyone else that made the day awesome. It was really, really fun. Really good day. Right. Nat stuff. So as a lot of you know, the Nats is just around the corner. I mean, everyone at this point, I think, knows that. I wanted to talk briefly about the schedule again, just to give you guys a refresher. I did ask Beans if he had any final things he wanted to let us know. So we'll go through the schedule one last time, just so you know. So the weekend before, obviously there's a lot of players who are competing in Armageddon. I believe Armageddon starts on the Friday, I want to say, maybe Thursday, but it will go until the Sunday. For those of you who are only playing the Force tournament, I believe practice, the site will be available to play in as of Saturday. I don't think there's scheduled practice time on the Saturday. I believe the scheduled practice time starts on Sunday. But if you want to play, I'm sure they'll let you play on the Saturday, possibly the Friday if you're there. I know the Lovelanders, I believe you guys are all turning up ridiculously early. Apparently they want to win or something. Yeah, so just, obviously people are around if you want to play. I'm sure the staff at the Fun Warehouse wouldn't mind you playing in between public games if there are any. Friday 12 to 11 and Saturday 12 to 5 you can alternate with the public. Awesome. Thank you, Beans. Hit me up if you're interested. When do you get there, Gabe? I think you said you were there from the Wednesday or something. You guys are crazy. But yeah, Friday, Saturday, there are games available, and then the official practice will be on the Sunday. So if you want to play Thursday, right on. If you want to play, turn up. People will be there to play. I'm sure there'll be, I think there's a good portion of people that'll be there from the Saturday afternoon. So I'm sure if you want to play social games, they'll be available. I'm sure people wouldn't mind if you wanted to play a couple of team practice games to get in. If your team's all there, sweet, so be it. Jump in, play some games. The tournament, obviously, Monday, the Space Marines tournament, Monday till the following Saturday, the 18th. The times are all here. Here are the times. Laser ball in the morning, and Space Marines for the rest of the time. Am I going to play a few? Hell yeah, I'm going to play a few. I'm looking forward to actually playing a decent amount of of tag while I'm there. I just won't be playing obviously in the tournament, which is good. I gotta say I am getting FOMO, but I made a commitment. Damn it, I made a commitment. So I won't be playing during the tournament, but I absolutely want to play Saturday and Sunday to get some games, because I think I've officially only got one game logged, if that, in Syracuse. I think just the one. And it was a standard, I think. So I'm very much keen to play some Space Marines while I'm over. Yeah, so that'll be a bit of fun. I'm going to bring some anti-inflammatories and sort out my knees. So it should be good. It should be a bit of fun. Now, Beans asked me to confirm the dinner on the Wednesday night, the mix and mingle at the wild card at 7 p.m. That is $17 a head, which is pretty cheap. It says here $10 per person, I think, but I think it's actually like $17 a head. And make sure that you confirm that you're going in advance. I think you need to confirm with Beans that you are attending. I'm going to be there, so if you want to come and hang out, Beans, I'm going to be there. Okay, I want to do all of the things, so I will. I'll be around there if you want to come and say hi. If I haven't met you yet, please come and say hello to me. I think I've met most people. There are a couple of people I haven't met in the flesh. Actually, I think there's a good portion of Syracuse players that I haven't ever met. Fox, I think, considering how long both Fox and I have been a part of this scene, it's crazy to me that we've never actually met in person. So looking forward to meeting you, Fox. But yeah, the price change to $17 was the change in food costs, tax, and tip was never included. No, whatever. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, that please confirm with Beans ASAP if you are planning on attending on the Wednesday night. If you want to come to the dinner, come along. It's going to be good. What else have we got? T-shirts. Right. So if you have bought T-shirts from me, I haven't taken payments as of yet. Been waiting to basically have confirmation of how much the T-shirts actually are costing to get shipped there. I had to increase the price, unfortunately. I think I quoted everyone $30, but I had to bump it up to 40. I completely forgot about tariffs being a thing. Oh my God, are they a thing? So if you have purchased a team shirt or a tournament shirt from me and you haven't paid yet, which is likely because most I haven't chased people for payments yet, I will be taking payments at the tournament. I don't have Venmo because our country doesn't have Venmo. So we'll probably do either cash or maybe we'll work out with Beans. Maybe if he's got Venmo, people can pay him and then he can pay me. Not that I want to add to Beans' workload, but shit happens. But yeah, if you haven't paid, basically no one will get a shirt until you pay me. They are on their way. Actually, they're in Syracuse now. I think they're sitting in a depot. So unless they've already been delivered, I think they're going to arrive either Monday or Tuesday next week, which is exciting. Hopefully everyone's code names are spelt correctly. We have had in the past, we had El Diablo's got messed up one year and Baden's got messed up last year. I think all his stuff got printed with Beans' code name on it. So if there's any issues, we should be able to get them rectified in time for the tournament. But yeah, mistakes happen. It's just the nature of production. But hopefully everything's all good, and hopefully everyone is stoked with the merch that they purchased. But yeah, please let me know if you've got any questions around any of that stuff. Yeah, there are no spares, unfortunately. So if you didn't order one, you didn't get one. Sorry. Beans doesn't work. He might be the most working guy ever. He's put in a lot of work this tournament. there are we are working on some cool stuff for the stream this year. Obviously, as you guys know, I sat down with Comp Geek yesterday. Comp Geek, for those of you who don't know, Comp Geek is a player that was based out of the Oakley, Melbourne site, until obviously that scene shut down. But Comp Geek actually works in broadcasting and is my go-to for anything to do with the stream logistics. So I sat down with him yesterday and we worked through a few things. So there are some cool things coming for the broadcast this year, and we're actually going to try and have the broadcast streaming in the Fun Warehouse. I don't know if it'll have sound. Probably won't have sound. People don't really need to hear me blaring out of the loudspeakers, but you guys will at least be able to see what what is being output to Twitch, or sorry, to YouTube. I think we're streaming YouTube, maybe both. I don't know. We'll double check. Yeah, so that's exciting. We'll have cameras and graphics and stats and commercials and blah blah blah, all that cool stuff. So hopefully people like the broadcast. We're kind of trying to get it to a point where there's some semblance of professionalism, and then maybe that becomes a thing that we can take to, I don't know, Laserforce International and be like, hey, look, this is a package that we can actually run alongside your equipment. So hopefully, I don't know, I feel like esports have come so far that it just makes sense that a company like Laserforce would want to have that available to their centers or whatever it is. And maybe if it's not for Space Marines, because it probably wouldn't be, but I mean, Laserball seems to be the next kind of thing where you could broadcast Laserball and actually treat it as a broadcastable sport. So I don't know, hopefully some of the work that we're doing now will kind of lead to proper media coverage or whatever it is. I don't know. It's nice to dream about some of this stuff. So I have talked to some of you around commentary. If we've talked about it, I will have a commentary schedule. If you feel like you have you've got something that you want to kind of speak on during the tournament, like if you want to actually seriously have a go at commentary and what you're talking about, you can kind of speak on the game with me, and we can just let me know if you're interested and you want to try it, because I could carve out some space in the schedule for you. I want to move away from in the past where we've had commentary, and this is myself included, we've had commentators on the mic just talking about nonsense. I kind of want to keep everything very focused, so we'll still have a good time, but when we are commentating games, we're commentating the games rather than talking about what we had for dinner the night before or who was too drunk or whatever. Want to try and keep it relatively professional. So but if you want to come and commentate with me, please let me know. We'll work something out. I think there's maybe a handful of people that have already kind of reached out, which is cool. It's going to be a long week, and at some point I need to take bathroom breaks. So having somebody there to handle the mic when I, need to do that, that might work out really well for me. But yeah, it'll be a good time. Unfortunately, I can't. We haven't really got the scope to have any call-in commentary. There was a couple people that aren't going to Nats that were like, hey, I'm available to do this if you want. Unfortunately, it's not a thing that we could kind of do this time around because, I don't know, just the way that things are set up, it makes it a little bit difficult to have call-ins. So that open invite for commentary is only really out there for people attending the tournament. So if you are attending and you want to get on the mic, please come and let me know. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the tag for a cause on the Thursday. If you are part of the tournament, or if you're based in the area, or maybe area adjacent, like if you're, I don't know, if you're based in Michigan, for example, and want to come across and play some tag on one of the days, come and play the tag for a cause. I think I might try and do that myself if we can make the timing work. This year it's a Highlander tournament, I guess. I don't know if it's one game of Highlander. I don't quite understand the format, but I don't know. Beans, if you're in chat, maybe you can kind of clarify. But from my understanding, at about 7:15 in that dinner block, I assume between 7 and 8 p.m. on the Thursday, if you want to compete in the Highlander tournament, I think what you need to do is you need to donate. I think it's like $25 or something, 20 or $25 to the Alzheimer's Association, and that's your entry fee into the Highlander tournament. So I would employ everyone who's kind of in the building to get amongst that, because not only are you donating for an amazing cause, it'll be a bunch of fun, and it's a game that really, it's a legacy game. So for those of you who only play Space Marines, you might not have played Highlander for a little while, and it's a really fun game. I'm interested to see how it kind of goes in Syracuse, just because there are a lot of nooks, a lot of crannies, and I would imagine there's instances where you get pinged from well across the maze, which I don't know, is terrifying. Hey Al, you love Highlander? It's a great game. Yeah, dude, I really enjoyed Highlander. It's one of those, I don't know, it makes me feel very stressed, but in a good way. Yeah, it's great fun to play. So yeah, if you are in the building, come and play that one especially, and please if you can, donate to the charity. Obviously you need to donate if you want to play, but even if you don't want to play, we'll chuck during the broadcast, we're going to chuck a QR code up on the screen, and hopefully the wider community can get behind this cause as well. I mean, we've seen what the community can do when you guys mobilize, and you make a real difference. So yeah, please give generously if you can. It'd be really nice of you. Outside of that, if this is your first tournament, or even if it's not your first tournament, for those of you who've been to tournaments in the past, and I mean, I've talked about it at length on the show, how I feel about the social side of internationals, but internationals for me is the chance to play high quality laser tag, but also really catch up with friends, and I guess our wider laser tag family, that you don't get to see that often, and if you can use the time to create some long-standing friendships with people, it'll kind of open up the world to you in a big way. So if this is your first tournament, do everything you can. Do all of the practice. Do all of the social events. I know it's hard because there are introverts among you, but yeah, I would highly recommend doing all of the social things that you can. It might drain your social battery a little bit, but in the long term, it'll work out well. But yeah, do all the events, do all the social events, come and hang out and have food with people, and mingle. Like, don't be afraid to go and start a conversation with someone that you don't really know, because guaranteed you'll have at least one thing in common, and then that's Laserforce. So nah, don't go talk to Beans. Beans is a mean person, but if it's not Beans, you'll find someone else that's way cooler than Beans. Beans doesn't want any more friends, apparently. He's got enough. Yeah. So do all the things. That's what I would suggest. Speaking of doing all the things, for anyone that is interested, yeah, he's in the weird space out where he needs people to come talk to him, but he's also above it. He's above it all. So like he's like, oh, I need this, but also yuck, I don't need this. If you speaking of doing all the things, so we are playing a LFDGA tournament after. So if you want to compete for the LFDGA trophy, which is over there somewhere, I need to put a plaque on it and start writing some names. Yeah, so if you want to compete for the LFDGA trophy, we'll be playing on the Monday, Tuesday. So if you're in the area still and you want to play some disc golf, come and join us Monday, Tuesday. I can't remember what Lenny said. We might be playing on the Sunday as well, but if we are playing Sunday, those will be those will be some friendlier kind of rounds of disc golf. But if you want to try disc golf, if you've never played it, it's a pretty fun game. So come and join us and borrow some discs and get amongst, because that'll be a bit of fun. There's still teams looking for a seventh. Yeah, or either that out or just come over and commentate with me for the week. We need those pipes on air. But yeah, the disc golf tournament will be a bit of fun. So if you want to join in, send me a message or send Lenny a message, because he is the organizer of this tournament. Would also just come commentate and play disc golf. That's why it's you and me, bro. You and me. But we're also, for anyone that is also interested who are staying a little bit longer, we're going on a road trip afterwards. So if you want to join the road trip, for those of you who know, which, hey, Al, guess what? I'm going to rub it in a little bit. We're going to go and play Maple Hill out in Massachusetts, which if you know disc golf, that's what, one of the best courses in the world. It's like it's the top ranked US course. Sunday we'll do casual fun round with anyone that wants before social. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So Sunday social disc golf before social laser tag, and I think members night as well. I don't know. How's response censored by Twitch? So yeah, but we're gonna go play Maple Hill. We're gonna go and I should have got you on, Lenny. This could have been our disc golf podcast. We should do one though. We should absolutely do one after the tournament. We'll get you on and we'll talk about all the disc golf we played. At this point, yeah, there's a few of you like, I mean, the tag's not gonna get me there, but the disc golf might. So Maple Hill, we're gonna go do a couple of other courses as well, and I'm yet to convince him, but hopefully Cody's gonna drop me back in New York City and we'll go play some disc golf then. If he doesn't, then I'll be on some sort of bus, I think, out in rural America. It'll be good fun. But yeah, there is a lot of things happening in and around Syracuse for the tournament. I've been kind of following. This is actually one last thing. As a lot of you know, the last couple of weeks, there's kind of three main Space Marines podcasts kind of floating around at the moment. There's the Force Pro Sports podcast, exclamation mischief and chat, I think it's that one. The Triple Tap podcast on YouTube, and obviously this one, the lesser of the three. But I think maybe if you do exclamation triple as well, exclamation triple tap, I don't know if I've set one up for the boys. Um, everyone has, in the last couple of weeks, put out. I guess not. Have put out their rankings podcasts for the tournament. For the upcoming tournament. So, if you want to have some lighthearted entertainment, go and check all three of those podcasts out. Please take with a grain of salt the things that are said on these shows. Just remember that most of the stuff is, or not most of, all of the stuff is just opinions, and really opinions don't really matter. So, have a listen if you want. If you're not so good with like being ranked, which actually I'm not. I'm glad I'm not playing. I have a real hard time when people are like, "Nah, you're shit." So if you're not good with that stuff, maybe don't give it a listen. But just bear in mind that this stuff is all just for entertainment. I don't think anyone means to cause offense. We had some very spicy takes from our special guest on our one, Prawn Boy, which caused a bit of a stir. But please remember that all of this stuff, light-hearted entertainment. So just take it all with a grain of salt. Nobody's really out here actually trying to piss people off. Hopefully. I mean, maybe I'm naive. Maybe that is what people's intentions are. But yeah, give them a listen. And if you're attending the tournament and you're not happy with where your team is ranked, the only thing you can really do about it is play good. So, play good and prove people wrong, or, don't and prove them right, I guess. This is what it is. Some people got to lose. It's the nature of sport. Ooh, yuck. Still getting over that cold. It's the nature of sport. People have opinions, sometimes loud opinions, sometimes controversial opinions, but the only thing you can really do about it is prove them wrong. That's the best way to handle it. The other way is to get very loud and butthurt, which hopefully nobody has. Just remember, we just do this shit because it's fun. I guess it's fun. Controversial opinions are the best opinions. Yeah, maybe. Unless you're controversial for controversial sake, controversy's sake. There's no sense of just saying dumb shit just to get a rise out of people, which hopefully wasn't the case. I think everyone that has spoken on the matter, speaks with conviction, speaks with some sort of backing and some sort of justification on the things that they say. But you can also be like me and abstain from giving any sort of opinion. I found my seat squarely on top of that fence, and that's where I'm going to stay for probably all of Nats. We'll see. Maybe I'll drop a spicy take on occasion, but I think there's enough people giving opinions that you don't really need to hear what my opinions are, unless we're talking about awards dinner, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think of the awards dinners. I can't remember if we had a rankings podcast for awards dinner. I think that might be on the agenda if we haven't already talked about it, but I am looking forward to that one because I've got opinions. I got opinions on how to do things and how not to do things. The Resupply's opinion, you're all amazing. Let's play some tag. Some of the Resupply, yeah. Others, no, not so much. Ranking food though, I'm right there. I'm going to tell you how I feel. If I've got to eat pizza in the dark or half-cooked hot dogs in the dark, I'm going to let you know how unhappy I am. Or if we're drinking margaritas at a Mexican restaurant, happy days. Happy days. You still get hungry thinking about that awards dinner? Yeah. I think I talked ad nauseum about how I feel about last year's one. not super thrilled. Not super thrilled. Yeah, I'm sure that this year's will be good though, because I mean, look at how many. Like, there's what 1, 2, 3, 4 different food sponsors for this week. That's sweet. I can't wait. Jersey Mike's subs, pizza pub at the Wildcat, Camillus. The Baja, is it Baja Cali food truck. I'm so looking forward to having like burritos and shit from food truck. That's a bit of me. And then the awards dinner. I can't remember. Oh, awards dinner at the Copper Top. I think that's where it is. I'm not sure. Sounds like Bean has covered and only up from. Yeah, exactly right. I think that kind of happens. I think when we had the the awards dinner in a dark park fiasco, that kind of for a couple of years after that, people wanted to avoid making that mistake. So I think off the back of last year, this year will be good. The food that was there last year was tasty. It was just, you guys know. We'll talk more about that when it comes time to do more rankings and hurt some more feelings. I'm very excited, as I said, very, very excited for this year's tournament. For me, it's going to be a new experience. I've been playing this game now since the year 2000. This will be, excuse me, my first tournament in 2003. So, over 20 years of attending events like this, and I've never done something like this. This would be an interesting one. The one at Tachyon's place has to be the best one. That might be. It was pretty good. I just remember there being a lot of booze. I don't remember much in the way of food. It was a good house party. I just don't remember the food. But at the time, booze for me was enough. I'm all right with the booze. Just maybe sprinkle some meats in there somewhere. This year ranking food. yeah, ranking food. So this will be a new experience for me, a first for me, turning up to a tournament, not playing that tournament, and hopefully adding some value on the mic instead of in the maze. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We're doing our best to put forward a product that everyone's going to dig, and then hopefully set some more standards, because the last couple of years have been very good in my opinion. So we want to keep the train rolling. Keep the train rolling. You showed up to Loveland that one time and didn't play in a tournament. Yes. I mean, you basically did what locals who weren't good enough to play in a tournament do. So good for you, I guess. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Right. I think that's pretty much doesn't count if your luggage isn't there. I mean, if that's the case, I mean, how many people lost luggage on the way to Auckland? I couldn't believe how many people turn up and their bags were missing and had to go buy a whole new wardrobe. I got to keep the shoes that you decided to buy while you were in Auckland. So thanks for that. I got new shoes from Papa Al. Thanks, Al. I think that's about everything. Snuffles got his after the tournament. I've only had it happen sort of once when I came to Detroit. My bag didn't make it initially from or didn't come with me to Toledo, which is where I got bumped to. And so I got my stuff when I got to Detroit, but I did buy a couple of random Target t-shirts. If you haven't already done so, please check through all your paperwork. Make sure everything is in order. Check your passport isn't expired. I mean, at this point, I think the only people still traveling from overseas is myself and myself, Leech, and Glader. So just talking directly to you, Aussies, make sure your paperwork's in order. Have a double check, make sure your passport's not expired, because that's always something that periodically creeps up. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to a great event. Beans, kudos to you for all the work you're putting in. Gabe, the babe, kudos to all the work you're putting in. And yeah, massive thanks to everyone who's working to make this a really good tournament. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Lots and lots of thanks happening today. It's not Thanksgiving, it's Independence Day weekend, right? I think, I don't know. Enjoy your fireworks and stuff. You're packing right now. I'm yet to start. I've got to start next week. America. All right, kids. Thank you for joining me today. We will be taking a break. We're on hiatus for Nats. If normally we would go live on a Friday US time, Saturday New Zealand time. Obviously that doesn't work this time because we'll be still neck deep in Nats. And then the following week I'll still be in transit from the US. I think it takes me 2 days to get home. So yeah, we won't be on for a few weeks. Once we get a chance to, we'll be back on probably, I think, that last weekend of July. We'll be doing our recap. Obviously, there's going to be plenty of me in your ears throughout the week. But the other tournaments, so the other podcasts, I know will be doing content as well. So there's plenty of content to consume. And please do so, because I know that the boys put in a bunch of work to be relatively entertaining. Please remember to leave this year's Kiwi Aids at home. I've been sick for the last couple of weeks off the back of the These Four Walls concert. So hopefully I've got it all out of my system. I still have some lingering stuff, but I'm hoping that this year it ain't gonna be me bringing the pox. You're not sick at the moment. It's gonna be Leech. Leech is gonna bring something. Yeah, he's gonna bring something to the tournament. I bet you. Wear a mask, dude. On the fly. I mean, it sucks, but wear a mask. At least it'll maybe help. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. Thank you for joining me today. Very short, but relatively concise podcast today. We'll see you in a couple of weeks when we are all done with Laserforce Internationals 2026. Much love to you as well, Lucy. You're Aussie now? Yeah, you guys will bring something. We will catch up with you in a couple of weeks. Al, I'm going to be sending you a bunch, or I was just sending to the LFDGA a lot of stuff from Maple Hill, and just to rub it in just a little bit. But yeah, for this week, I have been Guy Next Door. There is no Than, there is no DK. Always remember to buy travel insurance, kids. Make sure you backtrack. We'll see you in a couple of weeks after Nats is done. Hoorah! See you soon. Ka kite anō.
I've been throwing daggers in places I wanna go. Makes me wonder if my looks could